Today on the channel, we're collecting maybe a heart or two from the couch with the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection, Collector Airship.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe cartoon collection, unboxing, and review. And today we got a vehicle. We got Skeletor's evil airship, the old Collector. But for all your collector needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below to support the channel, as we always do say. And this is in stock right now at Big Bad Toy Store. So if you're after it, head on over there. And of course, this is part of the cartoon collection, but nobody's telling you you can't put this with your origin figures. Same scale, same everything. You could mix and match, but we do remember this, of course, from the cartoon, hence the cartoon collection on the logo down below. But of course, as well, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, and always fun in any of these toy lines to get a vehicle, and at around a $40 price point, feels like this might be okay, but we'll know for sure once we get out of the package here. But we all love the artwork on this. That's one hallmark of the Masters of the Universe lines, no matter what line, is how good the artwork is, and we're here for that as well. The old Collector Airship, it looks like we got Webstore and Skeletor in there. They're collecting He-Man. There's Grayskull, a little Point Dread action in the back. A little Battle Cat down here, a little Man-at-Arms hanging out. Unassembled, gonna have to put this bad boy together. Mattel right there, He-Man Masters of the Universe, Collector, the evil airship of Skeletor, wrapping around packaging, of course. What do we got? Uh-oh, we got She-Ra coming in hot. Swift Winds with her. Watch out, I'm assuming we will get those in this cartoon collection as well, so be on the lookout for that, you She-Ra fans there. Whoa, almost lost it. But I got it. Held strong. But look at that. You got the airship right there, and then you got a bunch of figures. Just feels like the 1980s all over again going on down there. But we got all the different cartoon collection figures. Some out now, some coming very, very soon. And, of course, everything else. 80s adventure. Looking good, but there's only one way to do it. Let's get it out of the package. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what all the fuss is about. And this could be the vehicle of the year. You never know. It very well could be. Oh, Todd McFarlane on the couch, of course, once again saying, nah, it's going to be my Batmobile or my Tumbler or any kind of thing like that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens there. But we do get the airship here. Not a lot going on as far as things are concerned right here. Where we're locked in the cardboard. Kind of like that. But I'm going to take it offline real quick. And I'm going to put Mark Summers and Todd McFarlane to work. Get them to unbox this. And we'll be back talking all things the Collector Airship. All right, we're back and we're ready to collect. We got the collector ship here. Not too bad, just a couple of little twirly ties to get this out, and we're off to the races, ready to go. Not a whole lot of assembly required. You had to put the two fins on there. Really easy to do, as you can imagine. But we do get two effect pieces with this one, two translucent kind of firing things, and these go right there in those arms. You plug them in like so. Put one there, we'll put one there. And there it is. Plug in there very, very easily. But a very interesting looking ship. Of course, you ever saw the animated series, you probably remember this over the years. Very, very cool right here. A skeleton-like face. Once again, it's for Skeletor. Makes a lot of sense. Got nice clear yellow plastic throughout there so you can see through that as you're flying through space, land, sea, and air. Whatever you're going to do if you're Skeletor. Talked about those big fins back here. Almost remind you of old Reptilax, which we just recently unboxed on the channel. And one cool thing, I mentioned it earlier, I'll mention it again. You can use this for your origin figures. You can also use it for your cartoon collection figures. We'll bring some of those out here in a little bit once we get done looking at this. But it's a grayish, kind of bluish color, I guess I would call this. I guess more blue than gray. But it is a very muted blue color here. But it does look very, very nice. I don't have any issues with the looks on this. Plastic doesn't feel super light, but not overly heavy, so that isn't bad either. Got a little bit of a base down here at the bottom. Nothing fun going down here. However, I will make mention of this. And we talked about this, I believe, last with the Roton vehicle, part of the Origins line. We got a hole in the bottom for a flight stand, but no flight stand comes with this. So I think that is a massive miss from Mattel. Okay, you got a spot for a flight stand, but where are our flight stands? Where can we get these flight stands? Now, you could have bought a lot of Wind Raiders back when they were on clearance, but now that's been a year plus from now. There's different things you could have bought to use with, but there's no available flight stands on the market right now that I know of. Clue me in if I'm missing something, but I do have one of these sitting around, so I said, okay, I'll plug this in here, and it plugs in perfectly. So that gives you a stand for this. You can have a little bit of a flight stand, and I feel like you have to have this off the ground. I mean, obviously you can put it on the ground, you can put it on your shelf, but there's something cool about this just kind of hovering a little bit with a flight stand. So I think that is a massive miss for this. It's not expensive to get these flight stands. They obviously already have the molds. They could have gave us this, and if they're not going to give it to us, well, guess what? Go on Mattel Creations, let us buy these. Sell them for $5, whatever it may be. That is a big miss on the Mattel team. So I would have loved to have seen something like that to get this up, kind of hovering. Be nice to have this over, you know, your figures, whatever, coming through the air. Whatever you want to do, choose your own display adventure, but a massive miss if you ask me right there. But looks good. You get the hinge in the back here, and of course the cockpit opens up very easily like so. And you get the whole top up there looking good. But, I mean, this just feels like the 80s in so many ways. You got all kinds of action figures and vehicles back then. That's kind of what this harkens back to. I mean, it really does. You got a little bit of controls right here, a little silver plastic with the control center. You got steering wheel right here, so you can have somebody flying it. And, of course, you get the kind of tealish, I don't even know about tealish, greenish color, we'll call them seats there. But you get the gold seat in the back. You know that's for Skeletor. He's riding in style in those gold seats there, and you got a little bit of Skeletor to it, so that is kind of nice. Not quite the bone throne, but close enough to be dangerous right there. But nice looking cockpit here, and safely, yes, safely, I said it, safely fits 3 characters. We're going to have Merman. He's going to drive this bad boy. We're going to slip him in there very easily. And we're going to get Beastman. He's going to ride along for the fun, because why wouldn't? Every beast loves riding in the car. Put the window down, he can stick his tongue out if he wants to. And then we got Skeletor, and I'm using cartoon collection figures, but like I said, you can use kind of anything you really want to right here. You can stick all 3 of these guys in there, ready to go, ready to take on the world, do whatever needs to be done, and you can lock them right in there, and they're ready to go. So it could be a carrying case as well if you want to do that kind of thing. But it is very nice to be able to store 3 characters in here, fly it. Just very, very cool, and I feel like a good value for $40, especially in this day and age, 2024, as we are filming this. Like that a whole lot. Now, I talked about these pieces going in here, going into the claw hands. Well, these claw hands also extend. So you get a little yellow plastic throughout here. A little bit of a spring in there as well, so those extend on you. Would be cool if you could shoot these out or do something, but that isn't the case. You can scoop down and pick somebody up if you want to. You know, cut them in half if you want to as well. But you do have that. So there is a little extra playability options as far as things go with those arms sticking out there. So very, very cool. Very simple, but extra effective is what this is. It is a fun, fun set for those that are deep in the weeds in Origins or the cartoon collections. Choose your own adventure. And I say, why not both? If you're into both of those, this is a must-have. This is a fun vehicle. I don't know if it's going to go to traditional retail. I'm not sure. Of course, Mattel Creations was selling this, Big Bad Toy Store, all the other usual suspects. Not sure if we'll see this at Target and Walmart. I guess we'll have to stay tuned on that. If that does happen, who knows? There's always that chance for deep clearance down the line. But for $40, I think the value is here. I would dive in on this. If you're even remotely interested and you're collecting this toy line, I think it's a fun one. Definitely worth picking up, as far as I'm concerned. And you guys know that's my final verdict. So there it is right there. But let me know your final verdict on this. Are you picking this up? Did you pre-order it? Are you planning on picking it up? Let me know your thoughts on this little vehicle. And who knows, maybe you can use other toy lines with this if you really wanted to. If you're one of them creative types, you could do that. Who's saying you can't put your WWE superstars in here? How about that? But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course. Over on Patreon, including early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it. It's all going down on the old Patreon channel. Your best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at PetersonTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. You can also support the channel. Pick up the book. It is the complete guide to Jakks Class Superstars series by yours truly. Just shy of 700 pages. Available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Appreciate the support on the book, as you guys do know. You can also hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for the collector, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.